Balancing Act. Written by Joanna Trollope. Read by Julia Franklin. The moral right of the author has been asserted. Chapter 1. "What is all this?" Cara Moran said loudly to her youngest sister over the telephone. "What's all this about Ma buying another house?" In the design studio of the factory, Grace Moran sat with her eyes closed, and her phone held a few inches away from her ear. She counted to 5, and then she said, deliberately non-committal, "I don't know." "Yes, you do." "Car, I don't know any more than you do." There was an expression of disgusted impatience from the London end of the telephone line. Cara would be at her desk, Grace thought, in the new office suite that the company had acquired only a year ago, wearing an expression Grace remembered keenly from their childhood, and which never boded well. "You must know," Cara said crossly. "Of course you know. You're in Staffordshire, aren't you? How can I know from London what nonsense Ma's getting up to in Staffordshire?" Grace opened her eyes and glanced down at the sketchbook in front of her. A whole page of drawings of jugs. Jug after jug. Tiny modifications in each sketch, so that what her mother liked as a design idea would also work in production. "I want a pinched spout," Susie had said. "I want that cosy, domestic, traditional look. A Dutch jug." Grace had not sought support from her two young design colleagues, who had remained steadfastly staring at their computer screens. She had said to her mother, patiently, "You can't have a pinched spout on that, Ma. It'll be different every time they cast it, and then it might crack in the firing." Now she said to her sister, in the same patient tone, "Ma's allowed to buy a house, you know. It's her company, after all." Cara gave a little yelp of mocking laughter. "Oh, don't we know it?" "And this isn't an expensive house." "Since when was $500,000 not expensive?" Grace picked up a pencil and added a daisy motif to one of the jugs. She said calmly, "So you do know about it?" There was a short pause. Then Cara said in a different tone, "Ashley and I Googled it at lunchtime." "Ah. It looks like a sweet house." "It's where her great-grandfather worked, the one who was a dairyman." "I know." "The parlour house. It's a cottage, really." "In Barlaston." "She was born in Barlaston," Grace said. "Gracie, I know, I get all that, but she hasn't got time to live in it. She's got a perfectly good house in London, and she's busy. Flat out busy. Anyway, what about Pa?" "I don't know." "Has she even told him?" Grace sighed. "He won't mind. He never minds." "Well, there's the money." "I suppose the house would be an asset." "Not if it's for her private use. You know how it is, how it's always been. We're all salaried, and then the company gives Ma and Pa what they need. But finding an extra $1 million before tax—" "She's not extravagant." "That's not the point." "So you and Ashley and Dan have already discussed it?" Cara said firmly, "Just Ashley and me." "Why are you ringing me? You never ask my opinion on anything to do with money. You don't think I have any aptitude for it. You think I only just understand that a cash machine isn't a kind of money box." "Rubbish, Gracie." Grace threw a pencil down. It clattered lightly along the central table, and then fell onto the wooden floor, and rolled gently under a desk. "Grace," Cara said, "are you still there?" "I'm here." "Will you go and see her?" "What?" "Will you," Cara said, enunciating deliberately, as if speaking to someone hard of hearing, "see Ma tonight, and explain to her that buying another house might not be the most practical use of her time or energy, and that property of any kind really has to be seen as an investment asset for all of us?" "Why me?" "Because, Grace, you are in Stoke, and Ma is staying out at Barlaston tonight, and we are all in London." Grace got up and crossed the studio to retrieve the pencil. She said, stooping, "But I'm not here tonight. It's Friday." "I know it's
Sample complete. Ready to continue?